Hi, good morning, Nevada. It's John Kohler, your co-host for Nate's Neighborhood, and this is Nate Boley.
Hey guys, happy Sunday, happy Monday.
Yeah, Nate's
Either or if you're checking us out on YouTube.
Yeah.
Happy middle of the day in your underwear, whatever you're doing. Yeah.
Right, this is episode 17, so that makes us the longest running and most popular real estate program in all of Nye County.
And that is not even like a
That's
creative tool. That's a real fact now.
Yeah, it's been codified. So.
Yeah, I like it.
And so if you haven't been by and checked out Nate's Neighborhood before, for the first half of the show, we talk smart real estate trends, practices, finance, all kinds of. We've had
all kinds of fun stuff: home inspections, pest inspections, foundation issues, what to buy when, what to look for.
Right.
Yeah, it's all about information here.
Yeah, so a lot of information in the top half, and the second half we actually sneak into some of the houses that are around. And today, this is one of your listings, isn't it? The new.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, 30. When we can actually use the address on this one.
All right.
3220.
3220.
Pahrump Valley Boulevard.
Oh,
yeah, that
was a nice neighborhood. As we toured through it, we went through earlier this week, and I liked it. It seemed kind of quiet and
yeah, it's a great place. It just
centrally located.
Yeah, centrally located, kind of right in the middle of town,
nice
so you can get to everywhere. Yeah, nice neighbors. You got a half-acre lot there, so you're not scrunched in like some of the folks across the street from you.
Right.
Yeah, but we'll get to that here in a bit. And we've got some stats, some numbers.
I always like these because like real estate, everybody says, "Oh, it's your number one investment you ever make in your life," and actually these stats kind of bear it out. How did our investments do out here in Nye County this last month?
Pretty well. And strangely, the biggest thing that caught my eye was when I looked at the stats yesterday and this morning was how much it's back from 2018 up until this point. So yeah, once we get into those,
oh wow,
that's just it's such a stark contrast.
Right.
You'll
Most
see
of
those
these
graphs
statistics
going up and up.
This is like 12 months. So in 12 months, kind of this is the progress that it looks like.
Yeah. So in a lot of cases, this is going to give you a year by year. This one that's behind us, and we'll get it blown up here in a moment. But there we go. Yeah, so this one here is
average sales price.
Average sales price, yeah. So the blue line is Pahrump, the red line is Las Vegas.
Looks like they parallel each other, but we get a little better value out here.
Yeah, you get a little bit more bang for your buck, obviously. Everybody knows that in Pahrump. But if you look, go back to January of 2018. We've got in Pahrump, average sales price looks like it was about 175 grand, 175 grand.
Right, that's 2018. Flash forward 3 years.
Yeah, flash forward to, just at the close of last month, because today is the 1st.
Yep.
Yeah, and you're 260, 265. And that's your average sales price. So there's tons of value there. Yeah, if you bought a home January 2018, this is the graph for you.
Right.
Obviously.
Wow.
And then you look at Vegas, January 2018, and granted, in 2018, we were still on that upslope.
Right.
It really started in 2015.
Right.
But you can see where it really took off here, late 2019 into 2020 and all of 2020, and of course 2021 has been more of the same. You're getting a ton more value. So you went from 275 in January of 2018 for your average sales price in Vegas, and goodness, they're right at 400. Yeah. So your average sales price
almost a double bubble. Those guys. Yeah.
That's let's see. One end has gone up. Oh goodness. Over $100,000.
Wow.
And Las Vegas, has gone up. Goodness, almost $130,000.
Wow.
140-ish. Yeah. So it's quite the contrast. And really these are actual factual stats that we get from LVR, Las Vegas Realtors Association.
Right. Even it looks like there's a little steeper curve just in the last year of the three. You can see it's a fairly significant uptick.
Yeah, and if strangely enough, as a realtor, when I get into this graph, I can click it and open it up, and I can go kind of month to month, week to week even.
Right.
And you can kind of pinpoint along that graph where the lumber issue started with the raising lumber costs and where the raising concrete prices started to take effect. And then within if you added a third line to that to show the new homes being built,
right,
those have gone way up, obviously, because of the lack of resale listings. And granted, in Pahrump, that start to even out a little bit. Pahrump, Amargosa Valley, kind of everywhere around except for Vegas. So right now in Vegas, you're still swinging for the fences.
Right.
Yeah. If you're going in on a $340,000 home, you should probably expect to go $350 or higher.
Right.
And that's just the way of the world in Vegas right now. And granted, that's the majority of the country.
Can we come back from the graphic? I was just
Yeah.
getting bored staring at all that success.
All
You're
that
just
money.
like a genius. Just buy some real estate, it goes up. It's great. That's
Yeah,
amazing.
you feel super smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
But yeah, and that's the beauty of it, right?
Right.
Is that, you know, who could have told you that you would have made that much money in the stock market in the last 2 years?
Right.
You know, unless you were telling the future and knew about Dogecoin and all that fun stuff. Yeah. You know?
But there again, too, I mean, like real estate's an investment you can live in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Try and, you know.
Try and do that with
try and do it with your
yeah.
Dogecoin. Yeah.
You know, I was going to say try and do that with a classic car, but I would if I had to. If I had to, yeah. That's
Well,
the
you get your
investment.
classic all fixed up out in your yard there, you'd be all set.
Yeah, we're getting there. Yeah, and then at one point, maybe Kara boots me out one night, and I'm literally sleeping in the back of the Impala.
Right.
And it's just manifest destiny.
Right. Who knew it would end up here? I don't know. Yeah. Crazy.
Who knew?
What's
John
time
and I.
on market? What is that? Is that a stat we brought, or is that just one you can spin off the top of your head for us?
Time on market has actually gone down quite a bit. I'm not sure if that's the second graph that we have. We can pull up the second graph, and that is price per square foot.
Oh, price per square foot.
But time on market has gone from, in Vegas, when I pulled it up last week, it was 24 days.
Wow.
And in Pahrump, it was 27 days.
Wow.
Granted, it takes roughly 24 to 30 days to close a loan. So you're looking at,
Like 3 days, and
you're looking at like 3 or 4 days. You're still looking at, most places are still going within 3 or 4 days if they're priced right, if everything's done well, you know,
Right.
and there are not any hassles.
Right.
You know, right now you get a lot of the tenants will say they don't want to allow touring because of COVID,
Right.
and that is totally allowable, strangely enough. So that's just one of the obstacles we have to overcome these days. But looking at the second one, average price per square foot. So looking at Pahrump, the blue line, January 2018. I mean, that's insane to me. If I could find anything for $85 a square foot right now,
Right.
I mean, jump on it.
Forget
literally.
about it.
Yeah. And that has come all the way up to, what is that? 140 some odd dollars a square foot, 142 and change.
Yeah.
And now, granted, we've got a lot of manufactured homes out here.
Oh, so that's kind of
those
dragging
are
the
gonna,
average down.
Yeah, those are going to sell for less. The stick builts are going to sell for more, but this is total homes.
Right.
So on the stick built end, you're looking at 150 to 175.
Be more like Vegas prices.
It would be a
something
little
like that.
closer to Vegas, yeah. And so you've got started at 140, January 2018,
Right.
and you're already over 200. And I just had a listing close at $212 per square foot yesterday in
Wow.
Vegas. Yeah. So $200 a square foot is not a big deal in Vegas right now. You're getting more than that.
Right.
Yeah. So that's an important graph.
Was there
I mean,
another
it's-
graphic come? Graph
I think
on this?
those were just the two.
The
yeah.
two, but-
So we've got just those two.
Well, that's probably enough information for a minute. but-
Well, yeah, and you know, too many numbers. There's something that says after like 2.5 minutes, people stop listening to number talk.
Oh, okay, good.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
well,
So,
then- oh, here.
we're right about there.
These aren't numbers.
Yeah, those aren't numbers.
Those are
These
people.
are
Look at
guys. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So houses are going very fast. The prices are increasing. The values are increasing. So if you're
Yeah,
holding on to
still-
a house right now and just it doesn't sound like it's hard to cash.
No,
If
it really
that was
doesn't.
in what-
As
what
long
you
as you're a
wanted.
reasonable person
Yeah.
and you don't have all kinds of crazy liens or reverse mortgage that you just bid on that you shouldn't have.
Mm-hmm.
If you bought in the last 3 or 4 years and you didn't have to make any drastic decisions like that, you should be sitting on a ton of equity. Granted, I do tell folks one of the first things I do when I sit down with them is if you're going to sell your home, it's great to pull that equity out, but you're going to take a lot of that equity and hand it over to somebody else when you buy on the other end.
Right.
So that is something always, to think about. I'd love to sell the place that I bought for $200,000 for $400,000, but am I going to find something for $400,000 that's going to match
Right. What you just
what
left.
I just left? Yeah.
Right.
So that's the difficult decision right now.
Oh,
So it's weird, and it really depends on where you're shopping from to a certain extent. You know what I
Right.
mean? Because you can get so much more out here than you can in other states, especially.
That's true.
You're not going to find anything under. Email me if I'm wrong or text me, but I want to say you won't find anything under $300 a square foot in California,
Oh,
and that's
yeah.
that might be low. I have no idea. I'm not
Right.
licensed out there, but I know plenty of those folks are selling their homes and they're turning around and coming out to Nevada because it's Nevada.
You get better
Yeah.
value here. Actually, that was one of the things I was thinking about. I always you know, on the weather when we do it. And, you know, I talk about the paradise of Pahrump. It's like, let's see, no hurricanes. You know, no tidal activity,
no tornadoes, no tidal waves, no fires, not much to burn.
The stuff we worry about here is kind of like, all right.
It's hot out.
It's hot.
Yeah, that's our natural disaster. Is sometimes it hits 112.
Right.
And then you stay inside.
Right. So I mean, like really, when compared to other, I love the high desert. So yes,
it's great, man. It's not. It's you know, it could be worse. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, it can always be
just
worse.
About anywhere else, yeah.
Let's go out to Death Valley. Hey.
Yeah, goodness. Yeah, and that's not too far.
No,
not
but
at
that's
all.
also California, so yeah.
It is. Yeah. That's all right though. So yeah, and we're gonna tour the Pahrump Valley Boulevard home coming up, and let's see, it's I want to say 2,097 square feet, 3-bedroom, 2-bath.
Felt bigger than that.
For 2,100 square feet, yeah, it feels huge. There's a 31 by 15 or 31 by 16 living room.
Yeah.
With the quartz encased fireplace.
Yep.
Which is really nice.
But there was another room like just off of that was also very huge.
Yeah,
almost
it's just
like
rooms on top of rooms on top of rooms. So yeah, you've got 3 bedrooms and 2 baths, but from the layout, you almost have 4 and 2, 5 and 2 maybe if you wanted, depending on what you're going to do.
It was an unusual layout. I mean, it's not like you know, you see. We've been this is our 17th episode, so you see.
We've been touring a lot. Yeah,
and
it is a different layout.
It is a little bit different, and almost like it felt weird having it laid out like that. When you wow, you could put another couple bedrooms in here, probably if you wanted, you know.
Yeah, it's wide open, and the design lends itself to making changes.
Yeah,
which is good because a lot of folks are making changes to their homes these days, even after they buy them.
Yep. Yep. So that home improvement and way to build equity too, if you want to, you know.
Yeah, and that's it. That's you know.
On top of just letting the market do what it's doing, which is going great. So.
And all the smart folks will tell you that the best way to build multi-generational wealth is through property.
Wow.
Yeah. Ask around.
Ask old people. They know.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Ask people that own homes that are old, and they'll tell you.
They will tell you. Yes, they will tell you. Yes. All right. Well, good deal. Okay. Well, let's come back on the other side, do the tour, and we'll see you on part 2 of episode 17 of Nate's Neighborhood. Come on back.
See you soon.
Hi, welcome back to Nate's Neighborhood. I'm John Kohler, your co-host. This is Nate Boley, one of the most amazing realtors I know.
Did
I oversell that?
No, you did great.
Yeah, you did good.
Yeah, you laid it right out there.
One of the top realtors in all of Nye County. We've got a great walkthrough on one of your listings today. This is a fun place to tour. I enjoyed it. It was
beautiful.
Yeah, it is beautiful.
Shows like almost like new.
Right.
I mean, yeah, just well taken care of, and a lot of upgrades and updates.
Yes.
Yeah.
An interesting floor plan. You know, it feels eerily similar to some other ones, but you'll see it as we get into it. But there's some stuff, you know, you look at it like, wow, I could put 2 rooms out of this one. I could, you know, I mean, I look at kind of like, look at this. I like potential. You know, I like potential.
Yeah,
this one's ready to go.
It's open, but it still lends itself to making changes if that's what you're looking for.
Right. It's a world of possibilities.
It really is. So yeah, let's hop on into the first frame there. And that's the entryway. You've got what is considered a pony wall up front.
Yeah.
You know, the block wall, it's only about 3 feet high.
I see that.
But it is set that you can, you know, and it's not necessarily in the shop, but you could set that higher.
Right.
If you wanted to. Yeah.
And it's enough off the street that if you end up with a flash flood in that neighborhood, which I just kind of...
Yeah, if you happen to, it's elevated. It's up out of the way. You've got culverts running through there. Mm-hmm. This is the side here through the garage, and you can see the RV gate as well as the side patio, which is a good time.
A lot of that blue rock too, which is, you know, Southwest people like that color. But
yeah, people enjoy that.
Yeah.
The entryway, and this is kind of looking back towards the front door.
Right, because there's a lot of little spaces that come off that front door, and it's just sort of...
Yeah, nooks and crannies and storage galore, you know what I mean? Tons of closets, big closets. This is from the front door walking in. You get to see that granite encased fireplace we were talking about.
Right, that's pretty.
Yeah.
And you know, as we come upon some fall days where there's going to be some cooler nights, it's a nice little thing. Nice to have.
It really will, yeah. And that opens up into this humongous room, which is 31 by 15 and a half feet, roughly.
Right.
So you've got just under 500 square feet of space right here.
Right.
to do whatever with.
Right, and you see the kitchen there kind of peeking around the corner. Which
yeah, and that's the first
kind of
of
staring back
3
the other way.
sliders there as well. So this home, I don't think I've ever seen a home with 3 sliders to access to the back patio. But this one's got it, and it's got a huge back patio. We'll get to that as well. But
It's
yeah,
covered.
tons of natural light, brand new flooring throughout, and this is called Choice Oak. It is a man-made, life-proof flooring.
This is just
So
a room just
spillaway.
kind of off to the left, I think, as you come in.
That is, yeah, that's the den, essentially, and it's got, you can see to the left, its own door there, and there's the door that goes out to that side patio.
Right.
On your left is the second slider. So you could use this room as an office, you know, a den, another bedroom for
You could
someone
chop it
that's
up,
living
really. I
there.
mean,
you could put a
almost
wall
put-
up right here if you wanted to.
It's a
Here's from
huge
the other
room.
corner.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a big room. This is 21 by 13.
Right.
So this is
And this-
almost as big as the primary, the master bedroom.
Yeah, and almost as big as the living room too. I mean, just like it just spills right out right from there.
Yeah, so playroom, if you're a babysitter, if you're running a business out of the house.
Sure.
And as we come back out, we get another look at this huge living room. And granted, the one thing you'll note is technically not there is a formal.
Oh.
Yeah, but in
Oh,
this
okay.
case, you know, you've got tons of bar space. Boom, there's the kitchen.
Yep.
So you've got a lot of counter space, and on the right side there, you can easily fit 4 stools.
Right. It looks like a 2-tiered backsplash back there, granite, and then.
Yeah,
some
the
tile.
granite rises up, and then the backsplash from the bottom of that to the cabinets is brand new, maybe 2 weeks old.
Wow.
Yeah, so a lot of new items in here, a lot of love.
Yeah.
Yeah, time, energy, love. These folks took great care of the place.
Well, this is-
and they did some updates on the way out. And here's your laundry room.
There's your laundry room, and those
Yeah.
look like fairly new machines too.
Yeah, pretty new machines. I believe they're both Maytag. They do all the appliances transfer with the sale, of course, so that's a plus. You know, your buyer, save yourself a few $1,000s on new stuff. And it's a decent sized laundry room.
Oh,
There's
there
your
you go.
garage.
I didn't get into the garage. I'm glad you took this picture.
It was, yeah, this is nice. I mean, it's wide, it's open, it's very deep for a 2-car garage.
Right.
So if you can maybe squeeze a car and a golf cart behind it, or maybe 2 small cars.
More
And
like a
this is-
tandem two-car garage.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, and in this case, this water system is amazing. It filters essentially 6 ways to Sunday. You see these 2 giant filter situations there.
So they've got the water rights,
You've
and
got
that
the
all
cleanest
conveys.
water you can get.
Yeah.
Well, no, in this case, this is on municipal water.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it's about a half an acre, just
So-
under a half an acre.
So this is a step beyond city water. This is
Yeah, so
water
they've got
filtered and-
they've got a septic tank with the leach field, but they do run on public water. So, and that is just to filter the public water.
This coming back from the garage, probably.
No, the garage is on the other side of the kitchen here. This is
Okay.
actually from the fireplace. So as we come back in, you just kind of get a better view of those 2 rooms connected and how open it is. And I want to say you could take out that middle wall if you wanted to.
Right.
To open up that little hallway.
Was this the one with the Hall of Mirrors? I was trying to get out of the
Yeah,
picture shot. And I
yeah.
could,
This is great though. I mean, it's so
It is.
bright and light in this house.
and if you want to look at yourself from all angles, you go down that hallway, and they've
By
got
all
the mirrors
means,
set
yeah.
up like 3 different ways.
Yeah, and storage galore. Here's the 3rd bedroom. Again, super clean, very well taken care of.
Right.
Just great. I want to say this one's 11 by 10 or 11 by 11, the square footage on this one.
On this little,
On this third bedroom.
Yeah.
And that's another shot of the 3rd bedroom. So you're looking out the front window there, or out of the front of the home.
Towards the mountains.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, towards Mount Charleston. Here is the spare bathroom. So this one is kind of offset from, it's just down the hallway there from that 3rd bedroom.
It's still 2 sinks. Nice.
Yeah, you still got 2 sinks. You've got a large shower. You got the private commode there. So that's a pretty good deal. You know, again,
Throw in the
new flooring,
loofah.
baseboards. Yeah, right. Exactly. The hand soap also comes, I think.
And soap and a
That might
loofah.
convey.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's the deal.
But again, yeah, lots of light, lots of just detail.
Right.
You know, the cleanliness, everything about it. Very livable, very just ready to rock. you
Right.
know? And here's another shot, same bathroom, just a little bit more up close. You got to know what your toilets are going to look like.
Right. Is that
You know?
two shower heads I'm seeing, or is it just one?
That was a double. Yeah,
That
it's
was a
dual.
double. Wow.
Yeah. Here's the 2nd bedroom, a little bit bigger than the 1st bedroom, but I think only about a foot on each side. Mm-hmm. And again,
Tall
big,
ceilings.
deep closets, tall ceilings, wired for cable. Obviously, I left the cable in there as kind of a, to show
Yeah.
to show scale. And this is as you walk into the primary or master bedroom. and it's so big.
Wow, and they've got a nice little nook out there. They could throw a couch or a.
Yeah, and so there's our third slider coming off the master.
There's the third slider.
Yeah, and you get kind of a shot here from the corner of the master. On the right there is the bathroom. That other door is the closet. And you've got, if you wanted to make an office or a crib room or, yeah, really whatever you wanted to, because it's got its own exit and entry from the home. And so as we come out, we have, this is the side patio. That's just off the large patio next to the RV gate.
Looks like you got some good shade there. A nice place to sit down with a glass of iced tea.
Amazing, yeah. I mean, and you won't find a lot of places that are going to have these extras all over the place. You know what I mean? And here we come back to the nook, the office off of the master, and it's a good size. I mean, it's 11 by 11, 11 by 12, so it's not some tiny little room. It's a good size.
I think
Here's
this
master closet.
Master closet, right?
Yeah.
That's, that is big. I mean,
Yeah.
It's big two ways. You can turn around big. It's tall, big. It's.
Yeah, and it's not super wide, but it goes deep.
Yeah.
And there's plenty of space in there. And here's one more shot right there, and there's that huge back patio we were talking about.
Right.
You can see the slider that's from the other den on the other side there. So, I mean, you've got probably
like
700 or 800 square feet of space there out there.
A great place to entertain. Can you imagine
Yeah.
just filled up with 300 people?
Yeah, 300 people, yeah. So yeah, here's the other slider on the other side that we just saw from that other den picture off of the master. And yeah, just so much.
Extras.
Yeah,
Beyond
just so
just
many
sort of
extra things here, yeah.
How old is this place? It's not that old, is it?
I want to say 05, 06.
Yeah.
Yeah, somewhere in there, so it's not an old place by any means.
No, but they've had enough time to like sweat in the details, you know?
Yeah, exactly. So here we go into the master bathroom. And with no lights on, again, pretty bright in there. A lot of natural light in this place.
Yeah.
And the shutters, I forgot to mention, are the easy pull plantation shutters.
Oh,
so you can just grab them and pull them down gently or push them back up gently, but they're the actual plantation style shutters.
Wow.
So top notch, and they're brand new.
Here's
less
a
than
throne.
6 months old. Here's a toilet. That is a throne.
Might
I
be
agree.
a Kohler. I don't know.
It could be a Kohler.
Could be a
I
Kohler.
like it.
A lot of them are.
Yeah. Here's our back patio. Again,
Yeah.
huge covered area there. And the last folks did have some shade stuff
Uh-huh.
up there, you know, because they like to spend time out there in the summer.
Yeah.
And this is from the back. You can see the septic pump out off to the left. That
There's
little black
tons of
notch
room
there.
in this yard for your toys and things.
Yeah, no doubt.
Wants a
Toys,
pool. I think it wants a
another
pool.
building, a pool.
Yeah, a little casita maybe. There's
Yeah, I mean,
room.
there's space. It's a half an acre. There's definitely space. And here's your RV gate. So you can fit and park an RV on the side, and it'll never be in the way of anything in the backyard,
Right.
which is amazing. And you've still got a ton of space up front.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, it was a pretty ship-shape house.
Yeah, and
It
it's
is
only
okay.
going for $345.
345?
Yeah, 2,100 square
You're
feet.
gonna have people fighting over
345.
this one.
Well, we're hoping. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see. We think we've got it priced right, so we'll see. And here's your side exit from the garage,
Yeah.
and then back to the side patio there.
I did like the side patio. Just it was,
nice.
noticeably cooler. Like you just walk in and like, oh,
Yeah.
oh, you know,
Yeah, a whole,
dropped like
whole
10
different
degrees.
vibe
It
in
was
there.
great.
Yeah. And you're surrounded by stucco in there. Yeah, so it's going to hold the temp in there pretty well.
Right.
And again, you've got space, no doubt.
It's a really great layout.
Yeah, it's different. It's not what you continuously see all the time. You know what I mean? You can almost take out all the custom homes that you'll tour around town, and you can whittle it down to 15 or 20 different general
kind of
layouts. Yeah,
design.
and this doesn't stick.
This
to
wasn't
any
one
of
of
those
them.
patterns. Yeah, but I think that makes it amazing.
Yeah.
By all means.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
Here's kind of from the front patio, from the back patio,
Right.
out into those extra lots behind you. And if you wanted to get one,
Don't we have some
know.
beautiful western skies and views out the backyard?
we do.
You know, that looks
That we
pretty
do.
nice. Really great house.
amazing. Yeah.
Well, okay, this will go on Sunday,
Yeah.
and so
If you're seeing us now, wait, now.
What is
Not
it?
now, but
Right.
now.
you got about
now.
3 days to jump on this one.
Yeah, if you work that out.
I kind of think. I mean, wasn't that
No, well, it goes
from the-
live. It goes live today.
Oh.
Today being Thursday.
Okay.
Not on your end. It's Sunday and/or Monday, unless you're watching on YouTube. In that case, we just confused you.
But it's going quick. Big sale.
Yeah,
They're blowing out the 2021s, making room for them new model years. That's a nice house.
It is, man. It's a great place. If you have any questions, shoot me a text, give me a call, 775-513-2491. It is my listing, so I'm excited to answer any and all questions about it.
Right.
And the sellers are sweet folks. Easy to deal with, very nice.
And if you've got a house that you're thinking about listing, well, you can see it right here on TV on Nate's Neighborhood. So there you go.
That you could.
Just
That's
call
what
a
we do
guy.
around here.
Call a guy.
Yeah.
Very good. Well, that's Nate's Neighborhood for this week, episode 17.
17 is in the books, yes. We'll
Thanks
be
very
back
much.
next week.
See ya.